One of the questions we get most often is where do we buy our fish? My brothers and I have ordered many aquarium fish online and done tons of unboxing videos on the channel. Collectively, we've ordered around 30 packages from different sellers and overall had great success.
Great success!
In today's video, we're going to discuss the pros and cons of ordering online, as well as breaking 5 different myths when it comes to ordering online. Let's dive right in. Before we get into it, one thing I wanted to clarify is that I'm not trying to persuade against buying in store. One of the best feelings in the world is going into a local fish store, checking out what's newly in stock, and finding a fish you just have to have and buy right on the spot. I also just love being a window shopper at times. I still highly recommend this as your first choice when buying fish, especially if you have a trusted local fish store near you. Although some of the big box stores can be hit or miss when it comes to healthy fish options, I do totally support the mom and pop fish stores first and foremost. That being said, there are definite reasons why you should order fish online, and let's get into number 1. So people that are new to the hobby might even be surprised that you can order a fish online and that can be shipped in the mail directly to your door. But in fact, it happens all the time with almost all fish that are sold in the hobby today, and it's a very normal thing. When you think about it, nearly all fish stores are ordering fish themselves to bring in the stocking in the first place. The fish are being imported or brought in from breeders or wholesalers most times. So ordering online is actually cutting out the middleman in this scenario, and it could lead to less stress and less number of times that fish is bagged up and moved. We have ordered from over 15 different companies and over 30 different total packages, and we have never lost a fish during shipment. Some of this may be a bit of luck since things could always go wrong, but there are reputable sellers out there that do this every day and stake their reputation on a quality product. Most will require overnight shipping to ease any stress during shipment, which I'm always happy to pay for to ensure a smooth process and the health of the fish. Finding reputable retailers today is definitely not as hard as it once was, but I've heard this from some commenters, and almost in all cases it was one bad experience that cast a bad net over the rest of the industry. Either the package got lost in the mail, the bag leaked or broke during shipment, or the fish just didn't make it. We can't speak for all online retailers, but we can speak to over 30 shipments that we've received from over 15 different companies. Online sellers stake their reputation on the fish being quality and healthy. They sometimes go above and beyond in quarantining their fish before sending it to you. Some brick and mortar stores may not have the ability to do this as effectively, since they are hoping to make the sale on the spot and quickly. Also, for some of the bigger box stores, if you have an unhealthy fish, what are you going to do next? You're going to go back to that store and buy a bunch of meds. The point is that most online retailers do everything they can to ensure a quality product from the get-go. There are definitely too many online companies to name here, so we'll leave a list in the description that we've used over the years and stand by as solid options. And we'll come back to this video over time and update the list as we have more experiences with other companies. A few of my favorites lately have been Imperial Tropicals, Tangled up in Cichlids, the Cichlid Shack, and Global Fish Co. They carry a lot of fish that I like personally. While there are other companies that may specialize in other types of fish, you can really find great options for any type of fish that you're looking for. Just be sure to do your research on the retailer, such as taking our advice and pairing that along with others. You can even look at different reviews of that company and see if other people had similar positive experiences. You can also reach out to that seller directly via email and ask them a few questions about the process before you buy. The good retailers will gladly answer your questions, and some will even make suggestions on the fish that may fit your tank and your needs. One of the primary benefits of ordering fish online is just the selection. If you go into a local fish store, they just may not have what you want. The fish they have in stock may be too big or small, or the fish may look unhealthy, or you may want more total fish for a school, or they simply may not have it in stock. Of course, you could ask your local fish store to order it for you, but again, you could just cut out the middleman and order that yourself if you are resourceful enough to find it online. Out of all the online retailers out there, I can almost always find the fish that I want, and even more importantly, at the size I'm looking for. With an established cichlid tank, for example, I was able to find a 2-inch baby chocolate cichlid, but it just wouldn't have been big enough to go right into my 180-gallon tank. I was able to order a larger chocolate cichlid from a different online shop, which was then ready to go into this tank after just a couple months. I had the same example happen with my new peacock cichlids, as I already had a group of about 11 that were all in the 4-inch range, and I was looking specifically for the Nagara Flametail, and I was able to order him at the size that I needed. The chances of finding a specific cichlid at a specific size like that at a local fish store would have been really small, so ordering online worked out perfectly for me in this instance. I got those 2 orders from Imperial Tropicals and Southeast Cichlids. My brother Alec has the same situation for his predator half tank. He can't introduce a new fish to his predator tank if it's too small, so his options are very limited around him, and having another large tank to grow out fish just isn't feasible for him or most fish keepers. Looking online, he's almost always able to find the fish he needs, as long as he's patient and looks around. He's used many different retailers with shops like Cunningham Cichlids, Quinn Fins, Southeast Cichlids, and Ron Cichlids, just to name a few. One of the cons of ordering online is that you can't physically see the fish before you buy it. You kind of have to take the site's word for it in terms of size, or if it's a male or female. We've always had really good luck with that, but I have heard a few people say they got a male when it should have been a female, and other things of that nature. Some sites may actually show the exact fish that you're ordering, which can be really cool, but most times you have to lean on the retailer's reputation to send you a quality product. Most online retailers want you to have a very positive experience with them, so they will try and send you a very healthy and good looking specimen at the size and sex that you order. So ordering fish online can sometimes be expensive, but it is more of a mixed bag, so hear me out here. It is true that you'll usually pay for shipping costs, and in most cases, overnight shipping. That can add to your upfront cost for sure. I'll argue though that ordering online from a trusted source can not only get you exactly what you want, but it can save you some money in the long run if you don't have to worry about an unhealthy fish from a store with medications or even replacing that fish over time. I'd rather pay this small premium on shipping to ensure a smooth process and no issues with illnesses from an untrusted fish store. You're also paying that premium with shipping just based on the convenience, as the fish is literally going to be shipped right to your door. In some online stores, if you have a big order, those shipping costs might even be waived. You just got to keep your eyes out for that and be resourceful. When you're finalizing your online order, the first step is just to ensure that you're going to be home to receive the package in the time frame that they give. When you make the order, just know that most companies will take a few days to even a week to get your order prepared. From a logistical standpoint, most delivery services like UPS will deliver right to your door. Some large orders may go through a cargo plane, which could be a little more complicated, but most orders will be right to your door. If you're in an apartment complex or shared delivery space, just be extra sure you know when the delivery will go and that you'll be home to receive it. But once the shipment arrives, what do you do next? For me, it's a very simple process. I open the box and inspect everything. It's sometimes good to have your phone to take pictures or videos just to film the bag and make sure, so that if there is any issue with the order, maybe the fish didn't make it, you can take that picture while it's in the bag and send that to the retailer, and usually they'll make good on that. I've never had an emergency situation, but if you're seeing fish struggling or water is leaking, it may make sense to get the fish right into the tank without hesitation. If all looks good though, I simply float the fish in the bag to temperature acclimate the water, usually waiting around a half hour to 45 minutes. Another tip here is to keep the lights off in the tank and even the room to further reduce any stress on the new fish. From here, I take the bag and cut the top, and then I just plop and drop from net to the tank. Using a bucket like this means the water from the bag is not going in your tank, and the net scoops up just the fish. I typically do not drip acclimate fish whenever they're delivered in the mail. If a fish has been in a bag of the same water for more than 24 hours, there will be some ammonia starting to build up, and as soon as you open that bag, fresh oxygen causes that water to become toxic very quickly. I prefer to just plop and drop so the old water is discarded as soon as possible. This process may be slightly different for saltwater fish, but for all freshwater species, this is what I typically recommend. Again, I've never lost a fish with this method, and it's really simple, quick, and easy. As mentioned, I still love going to local fish stores and window shopping. However, if you don't have a trusted local fish store near you, or you're looking for a specific fish or a specific size, ordering online could be your next best option. I would definitely recommend ordering online and just giving it a shot.
Seriously, do it.
Just be resourceful and patient. Research a few different retailers, and eventually you'll find exactly what you're looking for. I hope you found this information helpful or interesting, especially if you're looking to order online for the first time. And if you do, let us know in the comments section if you had a good experience. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.